Hey guys, what's up? It's Matt from Stryker Airsoft, and today we're going to be covering one of my most favorite new replicas to hit the market, the Eastern Crane G28. So, bring you back in my day, 2015 VFC launches their G28. It's the first of its kind. Call of Duty Ghosts is out, which has the G28. It's a good day to be an airsofter. Unfortunately, limited edition. They only made about 500. They made 250 of the limited edition versions. And after that was gone, they were gone. So they were kind of away from the community. Fast forward to 2024. Eastern Crane releases their G28. Now, in a lot of ways, this replica, for a fraction of the cost, may I remind you, the limited edition G28 retailed for $800. This guy, I think, is much lower in the 400s with a version 2.5 gearbox, nevertheless. Not the crappy version 2.2 that VFC had released, which is this weird proprietary amalgamation. This is a full-fledged DMR style 2.5 gearbox. If you don't know what that means, it means that there's extra teeth on the piston. It means there's more air volume that gets your BB further down range. So to have a DMR platform that has that kind of power in it is awesome. This is one of the loves of my life, the VFC M110A1. The Eastern Crane also makes an M110 variant. This is the classic G28. I just had to have it as soon as it came out, so I'm really excited to do this kind of review and overview for you. It uses Eastern Crane mags. These are very similar to the VFC magazines. These are better. The VFC magazines are pretty bad, not to mention that these actually come with tan base plates. These hold about 100 rounds, and I'd imagine you'd be using something like .4s or .45s, Stryker BBs of course, out of this to get your best performance. So let's see how she sounds. We've got a Stryker level 1 battery. I literally have never fired this, so I'm curious to see how the upgraded internals and electronic MOSFET handle. And again, this guy is shooting about 450 FPS right now. Whew, okay, all right, so she's snappy. It even has a full auto mark. It's not marked, but it is full auto. What? Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. We actually, and this is a programmable MOSFET, so I'm sure you can unprogram it, but that is amazing. This is actually the first replica I think I've had that has that sniper lockout to where there is we are in full auto and there's nothing happening. This means you can use this in milsim competitions and gameplay as a true DMR, or in some rule sets as a sniper, because it is semi-locked only. Love that. So that's really cool. You can see it's got the similar G28 color scheme. If you're wondering why it looks like that, I think they call it 50 shades of FDE, and that's essentially what it is. I don't know if it's how the components anodize or Cerakote or whatever the case is, but this is right after the true G28 made by Eckler and Koch color scheme. So it is supposed to look like this. I'm very fond of it. I really do like the multiple shades of FDE. But yeah, so let's I already mentioned some of the internals. Full version 2.5 gearbox for this guy, which means you're going to get more air capacity and better performance out of that gearbox. It's going to be able to send heavier range BBs, heavier weight BBs down range. It comes with a quick spring change guide. Of course, you're able to access that. I don't know if you can get to it through the buffer tube, but the buffer tube is enlarged over the standard buffer tube. The 417 has a very specific style buffer tube. It is larger than the M4 and 416 style of buffer tube. Upgraded, we've got a rotary hop up here. We'll pull the charging handle back. Locks into place, very nice. Huge ambidextrous charging handle, true to the G28. We have our rotary hop up here. We've got a brass Type bore barrel in it. Eastern Crane has gone over the top with their internals, so no problem. You're going to be getting great DMR performance right out of the box, which I could not say the same for of the VFC variant. So Eastern Crane is on it. So now that we've kind of gone over that, it also, I don't know if I mentioned it, wired to Deans. Everything we sell is wired to Deans, apparently. Phenomenal. Love this trend of everybody going to Deans. The externals, beautiful. G28 externals. They even included engravings on the upper receiver similar to the G28 round log. We have round log on the Eastern Crane G28. No idea what that means. It's German for something particularly important. No idea what it means, but we have round log, okay? We've got the G28 iron sights. These are flip up. They're very intricate iron sights for what they are. One built into the monolithic RIS system, and then one back here, both, well, I guess this one is the adjustable for windage and elevation. The front sight stays stationary, but you're not going to be using that because you're going to put a huge optic that is totally inappropriate for airsoft on this replica because it looks good. And if you're smart, you'd use an LPVO, but you're probably going to want the authentic H&K, or I think a Schmidt and Bender optic for this guy that's like 5 or 6K. That's what you really want on this. We also, Eastern Crane was smart enough to put out the G28 scope mounts. So we have those. They are in black, but they are the actual G28 scope mounts that have the red dot on top of that. So if you're interested, it's on our website. As well as additional magazines, because you never have too many magazines. And this is a mid cap. They only come with mid caps. You use a high cap, you don't need this gun. You need to go play somewhere else. So externally, we've got a full, huge monolithic rail system. I mean, this guy is just huge. This thing is, I couldn't tell you how long, probably 16 inches. Probably goes with a 16-inch barrel. The actual G28 flash hider, can you believe that? This guy is an actual G28 flash hider. It's a very nice 14mm negative threading, so if you wanted to put on a suppressor or something similar, you'd have no problems doing that. We have a very nice big grip in the back. We have on this side, our extended huge bolt catch button, which actually does function. It'll lock the mock bolt back so you can adjust your hop up. Your ambidextrous fire selector, as we mentioned before, with technically 3 modes, but safe, semi, and safe again, because you don't need full auto. This is a DMR. You can program it. I'm 100% sure. You can program it for full auto. I don't know why you would ever do that though. And then moving back, this is the G28 stock. This is actually the G28 stock. This thing is what I put on my M110A1, but it actually comes with the 417 style stock. This is the actual G28 stock. You'll notice as I move it forward and backwards, that cheek rest stays the same. There's also numbers indicated on the top that'll tell you the position of it. So like right now the stock is in position 1. And then this on the back is even adjustable through a very complex mechanism, but this is again for really fine tuning that sight picture and everything. You're able to adjust the stock, and this thing will go out to like that far. So again, a marksman's rifle, everything is meant to be adjusted to get the perfect cheek weld, the perfect adjustment, so that you can be a beast downrange on the field. So that's going to do it for this guy. I might do a custom build on this. For right now, if it's listed on our website, it is listed. As it comes here, I do want to put some attachments on it, really kind of deck it out, because this thing is awesome. Again, this is the first rifle besides VFC to be made of the G28, and there also is the M110A1 variant that you see there. And that is going to do it for this review. Hopefully I covered it all. This is the most anticipated gun that I had personally been looking forward to. I've got a lot of history with the G28s, and it is just awesome. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But you can find this at our website, StrykerAirsoft.com, as well as most of everything you see behind me, and I will see you guys out on the field.